Baldur's Gate was announced, I feel like, forever ago. Is there a permanent... Oh, yeah, Asmo, that's a good question. You mean I get to play? Oh my gosh, Elvin, that would be freaking wild, dude. Although I asked this in my Discord, and I'm pretty sure Smokey responded that you can crossplay out the gate, right? Like you can PC or PS5, because I'm playing it on PS5. So I'm pretty sure that was Smokey that said we can crossplay. Okay, if we can crossplay, I got you, Elvin. I'm super into it. I dropped $30 randomly trying to pull for a random drop. Realized when I got nothing, but I'll crap that eventually I'll just not be interested. Yeah. I did used to spend money on Overwatch skins, but I kept it to like a certain amount of money per month, and it was kind of like, you know what? I paid nothing for the game. I played this game for like 6 years. Do I feel bad? Nah, I don't feel bad. Whatever. And then eventually I was just like, actually, I don't care. My biggest issue is that I really only wanted the skins for like 2 of the characters. So then I was like, what is this even? Is this worth it? I don't know. One thing I wish I had right now, my desk is a disaster. I like lived at this desk. Pat, yes, I have tried a Zoom 75. What would you like to know? What would you like to know? I don't mind to keep buying the passes, but buying the gems for drops. Actually, Utug, I don't even understand the economy, so I'm sorry. I don't even know. I don't even know how it works. Okay, let's get this party started. Let's see. Okay, let's get ourselves some Milmax sockets. Have you tried the Wooting 60? Actually, the Wooting I have not tried. I'm a sucker for a good in-game skin or item. Yeah. Sometimes it's like, sometimes there's not enough. Like if there's only 3 skins, I just wish there was like one more, you know? Okay. Let's take out the carbon fiber plate. Is it worth it? Because I'm planning to buy it. You know what, Pat David? I think for the money, it is a very good board for the money. Because what was it, like 175? Am I thinking of the right price? Should we look it up? Should we look it up together? Zoom 75 keyboard. What was it? Let's see. Nice. Hey, just Austin. Nice cable. Where'd you get that? Where can you get a fabulous cable like that? Actually, oh, you can get a PCB without flex cuts. Okay, here's what I would be very interested in. If I could get my Zoom 75 a new PCB without flex cuts, I would be very interested in that. Actually, that would be very interesting. But $224 for this keyboard, I gotta tell you, is a very good price. It's a very, very good price for me. I would say that definitely counts. I would get the no flex cut version. I found the flex cut version so it's not bouncy, but it's extremely flexy, and that's not a feel that I enjoy. It feels like the middle of the keyboard is like sinking out. And the reason why I don't like that, I know people have all kinds of issues with the sound of a flex cut PCB. For me, I don't like it because it actually ruins the Switch experience, and it makes the Switches not feel the way they were intended, and that kind of bugs me. So there you go, Pat David. That's what I would say. Now, the other keyboard we were talking about was which? Mr. Vort. No, I haven't tried the Wooting, and that's it. Yeah. What do we got? Yeah, I'm going to be needing a brown and green zooted thing. Oh my gosh, Utug, literally your red one's going out tomorrow. Took so long. I'm so sorry. Zoom sounded pretty good in all the streams I watched. It's very, very consistent. It sounded very good. For the money, it had a pretty deep sound. I was pretty interested in it for the money. It was a little chonky, and I think 75, I've kind of come around on it. 75 layouts, to me, I like exploded, and generally speaking, I think the board has to be, I don't know. I don't think it's my favorite layout in general, is what I'll say. The new Cycle 7 seems really interesting. That I don't even know. Zooms out pretty good in all streams, especially in non-flex cut. I need to get myself a non-flex cut PCB. I feel like if any Canadians need something from like Canon Keys or something. Oh shoot, actually I think Canon Keys is sending me something. I should talk to them about this. Remind me to talk to Canon Keys about that. I just have the keycase that everybody shipping from GK. Really? What do we got? Best cheap Alu 60 case. Probably a Tofu, I would say, Vort. I'm gonna get to try one without flex cuts in the Salvation too. Yeah, like I mean, especially as soon as you say the word cheap, it's like your options start to become different, is what I will say. You know, Cycle 7, the budget product line made by Vertex. Oh, interesting. Hey, you stopped before saying something juicy for the CAG gang. Oh, we should see about getting a group together, and if anyone needs anything from Canon Keys, then we can order a bunch of stuff together and then ship it out. We don't have to pay as much duties. Okay. Oh my god, this purple PCB, beautiful, beautiful. Afternoon Delight. We are ready to go next week. So I start production on IEMs for my wait list next week. Let me confirm, Mr. Afternoon Delight, that you are on the list of people I need to contact. Let me see. IEMs. Afternoon, is your Twitch username and your Discord username the same? Wait, am I on the Smokey? Smokey, oh gosh, Smokey, you probably changed your name. I don't know. Here, I'm gonna add Smokey Spoon, just in case. Smokey Spoon is on the list. Elquan, I am almost positive. Yes, you are on the list. Best quality of life tool for modding keyboards. For modding keyboards, the best quality of life tool. Oh, you know what? Get yourself one of these. This is a Gatoron switch opener. It's probably the biggest level up quality of life wise. Smoky Spoon is on there. Who else asked? Hang on, am I on the list? Basically, who was it? Who started this whole conversation? Wasn't it Afternoon Delight? Where is Mr. Afternoon Delight? Yes, Afternoon Delight. Yeah, let me, okay. Afternoon Delight. Afternoon Delight, sir, please ensure you are on the Discord channel on Dispatch for updates. Holy crow, Kim, I literally worked until 6:30. I ate supper at my desk, this desk right here. There's like a pile of supper dishes over here. And then basically like ate and then left, drove to baseball, came home and turned the camera on. Like it was wild. It was absolutely wild. Okay, so it was, oh my gosh, poor Kim. Kim was pretty gone. Kim was pretty gone after that stream. But that was like champion, I would say champion level solo drinking for sure. I would say that was skills, definite skills. Now we have this is a Kopi Bang PCB, right? It does have a flex cut in the middle. It's XT60 PCB, made specifically for Axiom because it's got the Axiom logo on the front as well. Beautiful, beautiful logo printing here. Actually, the traces are routed really nicely as well. Oh, and we have the printing on the top of the PCB. I have to tell you, it's got, check this out. Check out this big brain maneuver right here. It's got the layouts, win keyless, HHKB, win keyless, HHKB, and just look at that. Look at that. Fabulous. Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. So you know exactly where to put everything. Mwah, mwah. Viron, we appreciate you. The soju kicks in hard when you've been to it. Jeez, yeah, no kidding. I was drinking along with Kim. Were you really? Sheesh, you know who else was drinking along with? Burbs. Burbs was right there. Burbs was getting it done. Did you guys see that? Okay. Do I have I might not have a toothpick. Okay, I might not have a toothpick. Type 60 PCB, the new GOAT. Let's fucking go. You know what, Snake Rep? I'm looking forward to this one, man. I'll tell you. I even sent Kim a video. I think everybody sent Kim videos of them drinking. It was kind of a thing. Can I ask you guys a question? Is there a way to digitally zoom my face cam in OBS? There probably is, right? Because you know people, they hit their Stream Deck and they're like, here's like a zoom or like a crop, or you know what I mean? Like they do that. There is, right? Because like Alex does that all the time. I feel like what I could do then is I could have my, have you done any plateless builds? Yeah, Vort, we do. Actually, my this is my F1, which is currently built with a plate, but I built this plateless tons of time. My favorite version of the F1 though is the half plate F1 build, specifically the half plate with FR4 half from Hype Keyboards. It's a scene with the camera source zoomed in. Okay, I'll have to mess with that later, but I'd like to be able to do that. So then I would have my face cam like zoomed for like regular build moments, you know? Half plate, how does that work? Vort, I appreciate all the questions, man. I love that I love that you're into this. Let me show you. How does that work, he says. How cool is it? How cool is it we are still having people discover the hobby here. I love that you guys are, I love that you're into it. I'm trying to learn as much as dude, of course. Oh, what did I do with all my plates? What did I do with all my plates? Let's see. Okay, so here is a. Okay, here, this is a good example. So this is a F1 build, half disassembled. This is a Geonworks half plate, and you'll notice that the alphas do not have the metal sort of bracketing around the switches. So what you end up with is just the switches soldered directly to the PCB without any reinforcement from the plate, basically. And it just gives a little bit of a different sound, a little bit of a different feel. But yeah, it's quite good. It's quite good. And in this case in particular, because this keyboard uses an O-ring mount, or like a gasket mount, basically. So because the framing, I guess, what would you say, circumnavigates the alpha cluster here, you still have support of the plate on the top and bottom, so that when you mount it into the case, it still fits properly. It still supports the entire thing because it's held on by the perimeter switches, like so. Good to know also where my color chrome mods are. That's very nice. What do I got here? I'm interested where I put all of my unicorn plates. Hot plate sounds good. It does sound really good. I'm like, I bought all these extra plates from Hype. Have you guys read this? For any of you in IT, have you guys read this book? It's called Accelerate by Nicole Ferguson, Jez Humble, and Jean Kim. Jez Humble and Jean Kim I had heard about before. Nicole's been in a bunch of stuff as well, but it's a very good book. Okay, what do we got here? Another PCB. This is Sloth's red CEM PCB. I gotta return that to Sloth. I think he forgot about it. Well, we forgot. Okay, I'm gonna go get a toothpick. We'll leave you guys on the side view. This Forever 65 with palm plate is nice. Kim, let's go. Happy Sunday, the unborn. Did you ever figure out the GMK problem you were having? The QMK problem, I did not, which is why we switched to the Type 60 today. in love with half plate builds? Yes, I also love half plate. Horty who says, oh, hang on. Charlotte Cutie says, loving Serica on the dark gray. Yes, the Serica on the dark gray I think really works well. I think if this gray was a little bit blacker, I think it would look better. But whatever, it's the color that I got. Honestly, anything with palm I want to hear. Palm plate. I used to love palm plates. So check this out. When I started in the hobby, I used to love palm plates and palm suede and palm everything. Just like give me that deep sound, whatever else. And I think it was because I was trying to get a foamy sound without foam. And now the further I get in, all I want is like clackier, poppier, higher pitched. Like I want less of the dampening that's happening and just have the board like really scream at me a little bit more, you know? Big fan of CF plates. Yeah. Do keyboard streams tend to test my attention span? This is pretty entertaining because I'm all over the map. Okay, I'm sorry to kill your the attention grabbing moments here, but I am gonna quickly take a zip to grab a toothpick, and I'll be right back. Okay. Apologies for the delay, but I'll leave you here with this setup here. We've got a bag of Mil-Max sockets, an inconceivable amount of Mil-Max sockets. We got the tape here ready to go. We'll get this going. I'll be right back. No, there's nothing bad in anything, Jack. There's no bad or good keyboard build. There's only what you like. There's also like, man, there's so much FOMO too. Like a board runs, you're like, oh, I won't be able to get it. And there's so many times where it's like, just chill, just chill. There'll be another board. There's always another board. You know? I want to try nylon next from Hype, honestly. If it's from Hype, it'll be great. Did you guys see Hype had, oh, it's going to be one of those? Ruh-roh. Maybe we aren't mil-maxing after all. No, we might not be mil-maxing. I'm going to check this one, the other board. What is this chill you speak of? Who has chill and where do I get some? I'll tell you, for the week I had this week, I am feeling like I'm doing pretty well for chill. Okay, bad news. Bad news. PCB too tight. Too tight. So you guys, my old ass has lots of it. So my plan is to mod the crap out of the Wooting 60HE. Any go-to mods for general builds? I mean, deeper sound prop. So honestly, what I would say is, Vort, what you're going to want to do in general is get yourself some plastic plate.